How's it going, YouTube? Van Damage here with another video. Found out some news. Unfortunately for you guys, the news pertains to the do-it-yourself stuff. I will not, for the next 3, 4, maybe even 5 months, be able to do a do-it-yourself video. I do apologize for this, but basically, if you watched my last video, you saw that I had posted something along the lines of why I build boomboxes. I explained what's been going on in the last couple of years, and I'll give you guys a little recap. Basically, was it in 2013? I had a concussion, which resulted in a traumatic brain injury, a TBI, and what it did was it severely screwed up my memory. I was having a difficult time with work, trying to figure out how to do my job, and I had to keep being retaught how to do it. And so I started doing the boxes as a way to teach, or to prove to myself that I could still actually do complex things. So basically the news that I got, it was a week and a half ago. I went back to the doctors, they finally got results in, and I found out what was wrong and what basically cannot be done to fix it. And basically the paper said that I am no longer eligible for working in my position. Yeah. So, it's not a bad thing at all. I understood that I was struggling with work. I was having a really difficult time. And, it's time for me to move on. It's time for, I've spent 8 years in the same job, which has treated me very well. I've lived in Germany. I lived in England. I cannot do a video without belching. But anyway, lived in Germany, lived in England. I'm living in Japan right now, Okinawa, not mainland Japan that everybody knows of, but it's a little teeny tiny island way out in the middle of frickin' nowhere. And, so it's been a good 8 years. I've spent my entire 20s overseas, so I'm moving back to the States here in the next couple of months. Hopefully it's the next couple of months. I'm fingers crossed it's by April. But yeah, because of that, I can't really order more parts to do any kind of builds. It takes usually about 3 months for everything to get to me, and in that 3-month period, I could possibly move countries, and if that happens, there's always that possibility that I won't get my mail, and if that happens, then that's money that I've really wasted. So for the time being, I have to kind of go on a hiatus from do-it-yourself projects. I am going to kind of switch over to a vlog format. I don't know what exactly I'm going to do. I might just do a, hey, this is what's been going on in my week. If I can remember what went on in my week, as I said, my memory's kind of, it's kind of toasted. But I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. I've wanted to do it for a while. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. I know probably all of you are subscribed to my channel because of the do-it-yourself projects. If there's like a simple, easy one that I can do, then I'm gonna do it. If I can, find cheap parts here in Japan, I'll build something miraculous out of it. I do have one project. As you can see, this thing sitting right behind me, right here. This is my old TV. It's a 62-inch freaking rear projector TV. The screen is kind of miscolored in most of it. Not the whole thing, but just part of it, and I can't clean it, so I've got to trash it. So I bought a new TV. Problem with the new TV is, unlike my old TV, where the speakers face the audience, I guess you would say, the person viewing it, the speakers face the wall. It sounds terrible. Why the heck do we have TVs that are 2 inches freaking thick, but we can't give them decent sound quality? It's garbage. So whenever me and my buddies, we had a Star Wars marathon before we went to see the new movie, which I will get to eventually. And before anybody says I'm going to stop watching now because I don't want any spoilers, I will tell you right now, I'm not going to spoil the movie for you. I'm going to comment on how I felt about it in a modest way. I will try not to give anything away as to my true feelings for it. But, we were trying to watch the trilogy. I'm going to go back to the TV now. We were trying to watch a trilogy, and prequels. It ended up turning into a Mystery Science Theater. I wish I had the battery for this camera and I could have recorded some snippets of it because it got hilarious. Basically, it wound up being that in the entire prequel, they were stoned out of their mind. There was freaking fog and mist everywhere. So we're like, they must be stoned. And hilarity ensued. So when we were watching it, I told my buddy, I'm like, look, the speakers don't work very well on it. I've already tested the TV out. So I wheeled out my big-ass boombox. I hooked it up to my TV, and oh my god, it sounds great. So I'm going to do surround sound for this TV. And for all you Star Wars fans out there, you're going to like it because it's going to be pretty. I'm essentially going to make my surround sound. The speakers are going to be inside the old Stormtrooper helmet and the new Stormtrooper helmet. The original trilogy helmet and the Force Awakens helmet. I'm looking forward to building this. I've already priced everything out. It's not going to be as expensive as doing my mini build. For some reason, I don't understand why, but it's not going to be near as expensive as building that. But I'm hoping that it sounds amazing. But we'll find out. I will do a video on that. It'll probably be out of my parents' house because, like I said, I'm moving back to the States. I haven't lived there for, I told you, about a decade now. And I don't have a house in the States, so I'll be living with them until I can start college. I'm going to start going to school to be a teacher. It's something that I've wanted to do for the past, since I was 19, 18 years old, so about 10, 11 years. Yes, I'm almost 30. So I'm going to be going to school for that, specifically for teaching German. Might also do a double major in history or English language, which I don't speak very good myself. I know I don't speak it well. I'm being ironic. But, I'm going to try and be a teacher and hopefully succeed in it. In the meantime, once I get back, because I'm going to kind of be getting there whenever classes have already started, I'm going to drive the country for a month or two. I think that's going to be awesome. I've seen most of Europe. I've seen quite a bit of Japan. And I haven't seen hardly anything of the U.S. I got to see Yosemite a couple months ago whenever I was going for the, for my med board stuff. And it was an eye-opener. I didn't realize that there was that much beauty in America. I thought it was like shopping malls and crap everywhere. Like I said, I haven't lived in the States since I was like my very, very early 20s, like 21. So I'm going to go see what the U.S. is about and why everybody says they want to go and see it so badly. Anyways, I'm going to go back to Star Wars. I'm not going to spoil it, like I said. I'm only going to take a brief minute to hit on it. I really enjoyed the movie. I think J.J. Abrams did the film justice. If you hated the prequels, like I do, which everybody should, and if you don't, then you need to educate yourself, because you are a child. And I think he did the original trilogy justice, and this is going to be a great installment to finish out the film series. And I really honestly hope they don't finish it out with this trilogy. I hope they actually, when they finish it up, I hope they expand on it. If any of you have played Knights of the Old Republic, it would be great to see them do a film series, back whenever there was, a multitude of Sith, a multitude of Jedi, and they're struggling for control over the galaxy, the two factions. Unlike, the prequels where it was two Sith manipulating the Republic and taking over, destroying all the Jedi, which to this day I can't figure out how Anakin, of that little whiny bastard Christian, whatever the fuck his name is, sorry for swearing, I don't see how he was able to destroy the entire Jedi Temple, because that, quite frankly, he is a bumbling idiot, and just, no child could ever do that. No whiny child like him could ever do that. So I hope they go back to that. I honestly think it would be awesome to see a film of the Jedi who made the first lightsaber. The first functional one, like the ones they use now. That would be awesome to me. I mean, come on. Do you agree? Do you not agree? You gotta agree with me. How cool would it be to see where it all began? See the beginning of the Jedi, the beginning of the Sith. I want to see that movie. I really do want to see that movie. I think that would be awesome. Hey, and if there's anybody out there that, wants to maybe thinking about doing it and has the means of doing it, let me know. I got you back. So, but my verdict on The Force Awakens, the first time I saw it, it was good. The second time I saw it, it was still pretty good. And probably the third time that I see it, probably tomorrow, it's still going to be good. So, I recommend seeing it just for the sake of seeing it. If you are an original fan, like me, myself, I started watching it whenever I was probably not able to crawl around. I was still crapping in diapers whenever I first saw the movies. And that's how I learned how to use a VCR and the TV, was because of the original trilogy. So, yeah, I'm a big fan of it. I recommend seeing it. I'm not going to tell you any details of it. The practical effects that they used were awesome. They went back to their roots. They did the original, they built all the props. They built all of the creatures in it. And they didn't use CGI unless they had to. Excuse me. So, that's my video for this week. You can expect more of these kind of videos. I apologize for anybody who looks forward to seeing my do-it-yourself stuff. If you actually follow me closely enough, hoping that, let's see if you did another one. Unfortunately, I'm not going to do that for a while, like I said. But I will keep this channel going. I'm going to keep it running. Hopefully, I can get some other subscribers on here. As with all my other videos, I hope you enjoyed this one. I look forward to making some more. I look forward to being a part of your weekly experience. If you have any suggestions for, quick, easy projects that I might be able to do, or you'd like to see me attempt, send me a message, let me know. Comment down below if you like this video, what you would like to see on the channel, and I will do what I can. The channel's beginning, guys. It just started earlier this year. I've got 160 some odd subscribers. It's growing very slowly, but steadily. And I hope to bring on some more viewers. I hope to diversify a little bit. I want to get this channel going. I want to be, something that I want to experience, or I want you guys to experience the life of me. As interesting as it is right now. And all of its TV sitting behind me gloriness. So, like I said, comment, subscribe, leave remarks, leave me suggestions. I'm open to it. I try to reply to everybody as I can. So, as with that, you guys, twice in the video, twice. And as with that, you guys have a good day. I hope to see you next week.